Hello, Facebook friends, hello. Hello, Facebook friends, hello. I'm feeling real silly, so let's start the show. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh my gosh, what a day today. I did lots and lots and lots today and dropped off Weebies for probably his first play date in a long time. Yeah, he's went to see one of his friends, one of his in-bubble friends, but they haven't been able to see each other forever and ever. So it's pretty cool, right? Yeah, it's really neat. Then I went out and I picked up a few things, and then I got home and did a few things, and then Miss Christie's hair changed. Miss Christie's here. Say hi, Miss Christie. And hello, Rob Summer. Hey, excuse me. And then I got home, and there was things to do, and then I had a big lunch. Then I played bingo with Justin and his mom and dad. And Justin, did you find it very stressful today? The bingo calling dude was going too fast. We had more cards than we normally do because there was because Weebies wasn't with us, right? But there was a point where I just went and if I get overwhelmed, I'll either I'll either really try hard to fix it, or I can't. I feel a little stressful today. Yeah. Oh, buddy. You know what? I felt stressful, and I get overwhelmed. So I got up to get. I go, I gotta get. I wanted to get a piece of paper to write the numbers down. Even though Leslie, Justin's mom, said, you know what? I'll write the numbers down, and that should have been good enough for me. But with my OCD, sometimes I can only focus on what's going wrong instead of what the answer is already taken care of. I think that's what it was. But yeah, I was stressed, and then I made Miss Christie stressed as well. Oh, I didn't make her stressed. Marrying her did that. Obviously wasn't KK calling tonight. Actually, a few weeks ago, KK was calling faster than KK was actually calling faster than this guy a few weeks ago, and I love myself some Kathy Kennedy. That was for sure. But it was hard, and then I would get one, and I've got ADD, so we would be halfway through the cards, and they call another number, and I'd forget the number that was called. So, it all worked out okay. And you know what? I don't know if you noticed, Miss Christie, that at the end, towards the end, I was just like, meh. I just had sort of just went, making my little noises. So
yeah, sometimes you have to kind of experience the overwhelm before you can get to the part where you're calm again.
And there was really no reason. I mean, I was overwhelmed and I was stressed, and Justin said he was stressed too, and Leslie said he was stressed. Casey, his dad went, well, no, I can't. And then you know what I did for Justin today? You dropped off the extra cards at his house, and there was snow on the ground, and I took my feet and I shuffled a big heart.
That's nice.
Yeah, because I love Justin. He's a good buddy. That's for sure. Are you going to show everybody your hair?
Sure.
Here's Miss Christie's hair. It's purple. Look how purple it is. Here, come here. No, it doesn't taste like strawberries. They're grape. I guess it'd be grape.
Wouldn't it?
Grape.
Grape.
It tastes like cat.
It would.
You taste
I wouldn't think it would taste like cat. I haven't had cats anywhere near my head.
No, because it's just furry. That's how cats get. Come here, I'll give you a bath like the kitties do. Come here, I'll give you. No,
thank you.
No, that's how kitties do it. Kitties are smart.
No. Look, we lost viewers because of that.
We didn't lose viewers because of that. We lost viewers because people popped in. Hey, I wonder if Taz is doing. No, it's not, a different guy. So I got stressed out, and I was pretty up to. Looks fantastic, Miss Christie. Tazzy deserves a puppy. So that's awesome.
Don't say that, Tazzy.
You can't see. Here, if I do this, there.
I can see.
You can't see.
I can see.
How can you see that? My hand is there.
It's magic.
It's not magic.
I'm magic.
Do you know how many markers it took for her to do her hair? Oh, Taz Stewart, other Taz with one less Z, more hair and less Zs. How are you, buddy? We should do a comedy show for all your friends. I think that's what I was going to call you about this week, and I totally forgot. So let's read about.
Contact him about doing.
Oh yeah, we want to do a little podcasty thing about bugs and why I shouldn't be afraid of them. So that'd be really cool. Sam's on. Sam Wolf. Sam's on. Did you see Christy's new hair, Sam? Oh, it's just still her old hair. It's not like you got new hair, is it? Is there a chin strap? No. Is that her? It's attached. And a book. Yeah, we should do a book for sure. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's just read a book. My friend Yasminka from next door, our next door neighbors are pretty awesome people, and they brought me this book called The Boat in the Tree, and it's by Tim Wynne-Jones, and it's illustrated by John Shelley. So there you go. I know a John and I know a Shelley. So I wonder if does this come off? Nope, we probably shouldn't pull it off because it's attached. I think it's attached. Yep. Yeah. This is from Yasminka's Grammy. It's called A Boat in a Tree. Oh, you haven't seen her hair?
We're not going to do this to the whole episode, are we?
No. There you go. It's okay. Don't. Hey, this is okay. You're hurting my you're hurting my pride. Sam, I'm coming to live with you.
Okay.
No, you're supposed to be like, no, stay with me, Mr. Tazz, because I like you. The Boat in the Tree. There we go.
I could use a vacation at this point.
Oh, good. Christy's coming to live with you. The day Mom and Dad went to pick up my new brother, I built a raft. Seems like a fair trade. Oh, this is 2007, and it's by Front Street Publishing. I borrowed Dad's hammer and nails without asking. I used a lot of nails and a lot of wood and an old door and a sheet and a broomstick and a sail, and set sail for Bongo Dongo. Bongo Dongo. Bongo Dongo. Here we come, we're gonna sail the seas, and we sit on our behinds. Sam says, love it. I think messages are coming in backwards, because now Taz is saying hi and Rob is saying hello, Taz, and stuff. So
no,
messages are coming in.
Hello to Taz Stewart.
Oh, other Taz Stewart.
Taz
It's
Stewart
I'm the only one.
Hi back.
Oh, okay, got it.
Not everything's about you, Taz.
Sometimes. Kenny Hoffner's on. We're gonna read this book that you sent us, Kenny, in a minute. Okay, can you stop interrupting me, please? Mom and Dad came home with Simon. Simon. Okay. Watch out for sharks, I warned him.
It is good to warn your new brother about sharks.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah. Sisters, you just go, hey, you should try swimming. That's not true. I was just being silly. On my birthday, grandfather gave me a ship and a bottle. How'd they do it? I asked. Oh, with strings, he said. They build the little model in the ship, and then they pull it like that. I looked at my ship all the time, very close. Too close. Too close. Like this. Hold fast, I cried. Reel in the anchor, roll in the mainsails. Now, next stop, Bongo Dongo. Uh-oh. A storm. I think I'm going to be sick. Oh, that's nice. Next stop, Bongo Dongo. Bongo Dongo. That's what we'll call our dog. Bongo Dongo. I saved up my allowance to buy a boat, the Bounty. I did all the gluing myself and the painting too. Then I saved my allowance and bought another boat, the Bismarck. I built a whole fleet. Oh, he's really liking building boats. I liked doing models when I was a kid too. I hung my feet from the ceiling. I hung my fleet from the ceiling. That's a little bit different. And I went to sleep, dreaming of faraway places. That'd be very neat to have the ships all floating in the sky. Hey?
That would be.
Until you get taller, and then you're like, bing, bing, bing. One day, late that spring, I found a real boat. You couldn't read the name anymore, and the weeds were going through the bottom. I borrowed Dad's hammer and nails, and a saw too. I asked him first. I fixed the holes, but it still leaked. So I saved up my allowance and bought some gum. A lot of gum. Never thought about using glue. Well, I'll get some gum. Do you know why? Because glue doesn't taste like grape. That's science. It worked. Sort of. Why did that make you laugh so hard?
Well, I'm not.
It is. Does
Glue
glue
doesn't taste like grape. That's science.
Yeah, okay. Does glue taste like grape? Does glue taste like grape? Can you use grapes to put stuff up on your wall? No. See, that's scientifically not happening, so that's science. It's science. I need a boat, a real boat. One day, said Mum. That would take a lot of allowance, said Dad. In time, said Grandfather. I want out of here, I said. What's the problem? Him, I shouted. Give me that back. I want it. Boys! Boys! Nobody listened to me. Nobody cared. So I ran away. I don't know how many times my grandmother or my auntie would be like, Boys! Boys! What are you doing, boys? I remember one time I asked Joshua what he's doing. Josh, what are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing with? A hammer? Come see Daddy right now. Hey, lads, how are you? Down by the river, the wind was starting to blow, but I wasn't going home. Oh, he's angry at his brother. Now, I don't know if it's a stepbrother or if it's an adopted brother or if it's a foster brother, because back here he said they went to get his brother, right? Went to pick up my new brother. I built a raft, and then when the boy came, he was older. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's adopted brother. So brother's a brother. That's what it is. Hey, Laurie, how are you? I'm working again, says Lass. That's awesome. Oh, I read that book already. That page. Take me, I called. I'll swab the decks. That's hard to do. Because Q-tips are tiny. That's what it is. You take a Q-tip and you have to do the deck, I think. I have to look it up. This might not be true. I can tie a reef knot, read a map, and I'm not afraid. I'm two of those things. I'm not afraid to tie a knot. I'm not. I'm not afraid.
You have a hard time with maps sometimes.
I don't need a map. I hear, turn left at lights. Turn left at lights. That's what I heard.
I'm the map reader.
I know. Well, you're the map reader. And then you go, we should have turned there. That's what you do sometimes. Here, turn, left, I mean right, left, right.
You don't like it when I interrupt you, so.
You know when you don't interrupt me when I'm sleeping. Or scurvy, or sharks, or typhoons.
You shouldn't sleep when you're driving, Tazzy.
Well, then you shouldn't talk to me. Hey, Karen Smith, how are you? I met Karen today. She's an author. Met her today. Look at the artwork in this. Isn't that awesome?
That is great.
It's very awesome.
That looks like a good storm. I love a good storm.
Yeah, I love storms too. Sometimes the thunder will give me a start and then as long as it doesn't give me an end. Whoa! Laurie, the chicken lady. Hey, if you have a chance, pop on down to 3770. I hope that's the right address. Portage Avenue, and check out the check out the ABK burger, which is an always be kind burger, and it's only at that Chicken Chef right now. Lori's working on getting another Chicken Chef, and it's a 5-ounce piece of chicken with you can get it spicy, you can get it non-spicy. I've only had the spicy one. It's chipotle, mayo, and some pickles, and it's on a really good bun, and it's awesome. Oh, and 50 cents from every burger goes to the Tazzy Ridge program, so that's really cool. Driving a manual car in Sorrels when your girlfriend says, "Now turn now, it's fun." Yes, it is very, yeah, yes, I understand what you're saying there. There's been a couple of times. When the sun came out, I heard Simon calling me. "Come on," he says, "you've got to see this." There was the boat, a real boat, a new boat, and it was up in a tree. "If only we could get it down," said Simon. "We'll need a rope," I said. "I'll get some," said Simon. There was a time where I managed to, one of the agents said to me when I first moved to Winnipeg, they said, "You've got a show in Kenora." And I said, "Okay, perfect." And I said, "Do you have just go in the bar, the I'm still playing hotels there. The hotel's name is this in Kenora." And I said, "Okay." So I started driving to Kenora, and the agent called me and said, "Oh, how close are you?" I said, "I'm probably a couple hours away." I said, "Oh." He goes, "What do you mean? It only takes a couple hours to get to Kenora." I said, "I don't know what map you're looking at, but it takes at least 4 and a little bit hours to get to Kenora." And he says, "Where are you going?" I said, "To Kenora." He goes, "It's just over the border." I said, "Of course it's just over the border." He goes, "In Ontario." And I said, "I've got to turn around." I was going to Kenora, Saskatchewan. See, we just talked on the phone. We didn't type it out. They're spelled differently.
Yeah.
So that was it. We had to pull very hard. We pulled, and we didn't give up. Not giving up is important, right?
Correct.
That's right.
Well, there's a certain point, right? Like, sometimes you do have to give up.
Yeah, but you know what? Not giving up until you're 100% done or 100% failed. Really? Sometimes and failing's okay too, right? That's the see what to me. If you fail, you've accomplished something. You're like, "Oh, I've learned this. They can't do it that way," right? Yeah. That's the way I look at it. It was a bit banged up, but there were no holes. It was light, and we carried the boat down to the shore all by ourselves. "Can I come?" "No." "Please?" "No." "Okay." It's the brothers talking. "There's no way. I understand." "Not without a life jacket." "Ah, not without a life jacket." That's important. People tease me sometimes because I wear my life jacket still in the boat all the time.
You should.
I know, but a lot of people think, a lot of people have it in the boat with them. But I'm not a very great swimmer, and so that's. Oh, look at. Oh, that was the end of the thing we were talking about. Not without a life jacket.
The problem is.
Let me show this picture first, so we can. It's them having an adventure.
That's a good adventure.
It is a good adventure. Hey, Shay Robinson's watching. Hey, Shay, how are you? Shay lent us a whole bunch of books. I think we're done with the books that we're going to read, and I'll get those back to Shay. Look at all the different ships these are like that. Awesome's awesome. Okay.
What I was going to say was the reason why you should wear your life jacket in the boat is that if the boat flips, you might get bonked on the head.
Yep.
And if you're not wearing your life jacket, then you can run into real trouble.
Oh,
right?
Definitely. You have to. You have to. Yeah. I mean, it's an important thing to wear your life jacket. I wear it all the time, and people sort of tease me about it, but I don't care. Tease me if you want, but I know my limitations.
Safety first.
That's what Shay just said. Safety first. So she said it first. So yours is safety second. Just saying, first and second.
As long as safety's in the picture, it's all
right.
good.
That's right. Because otherwise, you can't you can't get your car insured without a safety.
Those are important too.
That's important too. Here's a book called Offers. So that was just a nice book where the he really wanted a boat, and he finally got a boat by the most unusual means, right? And then it just about getting the brothers back together a little bit. And I like that. No way. Not without a life jacket. That's awesome.
Didn't you promise somebody you
Say
would
hi to
read a
Les.
different book?
No. I said to Kenny, we'll read this book.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Don't confuse me.
For some reason, I thought you held up a different book.
Oh, I know. I meant to hold up this one because this is the one we're going to read.
You might have.
Yeah. That's okay. I'll take it from here.
Okay. Good luck.
Actually, you can temp for 3 months, and then you need a safety. They're going to change that. That's what's happening. That's too bad about that. One temp. No, that's the new rule. One temp, and that's it. I will. He's busy moving snow. Oh yeah, I guess so. Because he used to come to our place and scooch all the snow to the back, and now I just go, nah, that's good enough. Because we don't have as much snow. Well, we have the same amount of snow, but just for our property. We don't have that big property.
Smaller property.
Smaller property. Here we go. Officer Buckle knew more safety tips than anybody else in Knappville. Every time he thought of a new one, he thumbtacked it to his bulletin board. Safety tip number 77, never stand on a swivel chair.
That is a very good safety tip. That is important. Don't do that.
That's it. Officer Buckle shared his safety tips with students at Knappville School. Nobody ever listened, and sometimes there was snoring. That's kind of like when I ask you for stuff, right? You don't fall asleep while I'm asking. Not always.
You sometimes do.
I fall asleep while I'm asking you stuff?
Sometimes.
Do I? I've fallen asleep in the middle of a conversation.
Yes, you have.
I wonder who that says a lot about, me or you. Afterwards, it was business as usual. Miss Topple, the principal, took down the welcome banner. Never stand on a swivel chair, he said Officer Buckle. But Mrs. Topple didn't hear him. I wonder if this Mrs. Topple is going to be like her name. That's right. Then one day, Knappville's police department bought a police dog. They got a dog.
Oh, there's a police department. Almost all police departments have dogs.
If we had a dog, we would not need a protractor, Miss Christie. We would not need a protractor.
Explain.
I don't have all the angles down for a protractor. I'm just saying that's science.
That's not science.
One day, the dog named Gloria. When it was time for Officer Buckle to give a safety speech at school, Gloria went along. She'd much rather be with Tazz, but Miss Christie won't let her go to Tazz's house, so she has to stay with Officer Buckle. Children, this is Gloria, announced Officer Buckle. Gloria obeys my commands. Gloria, sit, and Gloria sat. Officer Buckle gave safety tip number 1. Keep your shoelaces tied. The children sat up and stared.
That is also a very good safety tip.
It is, too. Officer Buckle checked to see if Gloria was sitting at attention, and she was. Gloria's putting up her... Hey, there's safety tip number 1. That's why she was saying, safety tip number 1. That's why they were looking. I didn't even look like that. I was just sitting at attention. Nothing to see here. Move away. Move forward. Keep moving. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here at all. Nothing to see here. Safety tip number 2, said Officer Buckle. Always wipe up spills before someone slips and falls. And the children's eyes popped. Probably not really. They got bigger for sure. Officer Buckle checked on Gloria again. Good dog, she said. Officer Buckle thought of safety tip he had discovered that morning. See, this is like when you're talking to your friends and I'm in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're talking on, and I just like, getting puppy is a safety tip. That is science as well.
It's not science.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
There can be some safety to it.
If we had
there can be some hazards to it as well.
Oh, could be, yeah. If we had a dog, a puppy, like a new puppy, we wouldn't need a glockenspiel. I'm just telling you, we would not need a glockenspiel.
We don't need a glockenspiel anyway.
That's semantics. That's science.
It's not science.
It is science.
It's not science.
I think it is. Never leave a thumbtack where you might sit on it. And the audience roared. Officer Buckle grinned. He said the rest of his tips with plenty of expression. The children clapped their hands and cheered. Some of them laughed until they cried. And Officer Buckle was surprised. He never noticed how funny safety tips could be. After this safety speech, there wasn't going to be a single accident unless somebody laughed too hard. The next day, an enormous envelope arrived at the police station. It was stuffed with thank you letters from the students of Knappville School.
You get those envelopes every once in a while.
Yeah, I do. I love getting the envelopes of all the pictures the kids have drawn of me, and I used to get quite a bit of letters with reading and stuff like that as well. And I have them up. I actually have them up right here. I got a bunch of them right there. It's my wall of things. That's what that is. Oh, sorry. I hope it didn't make you go. Here we go. Every letter had a drawing of Gloria on it. Officer Buckle thought the drawing showed a lot of imagination. Dear Gloria and Uncle Buckle, Officer Buckle, thank you from our school. You're very nice. Your friend, Dear Gloria and Officer Buckle, and then I can't. The rest is they're all blocked off. His favorite letter was written on a star-shaped piece of paper, and it said, "You and Gloria make a good team. Your friend Claire. P.S. I always wear a crash helmet. Safety tip number 5.
That is a very good safety tip.
Yeah. Officer Buckle was thumbtacking Claire's letter to his bulletin board, and the phone started ringing. Grade schools, high schools, and daycare centers were calling about a safety speech. Officer Buckle, they said, our students need to hear your safety tips. Please bring along the police dog. Officer Buckle. Officer Buckle told his safety tips to 313 schools. Everywhere he and Gloria went, the children sat up and listened. After every speech, Officer Buckle took Gloria out for ice cream. Officer Buckle loved having a buddy. I'll take you for ice cream when we get our puppy. And we will. One day, a television news team videotaped Officer Buckle at a state college auditorium. Oh, I miss crowds. I do miss crowds.
Yeah, that's a good one, too.
Yeah, it is a really good
Lots
one.
of cameras there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm homesick for my job. When he finished safety tip number 99, do not go swimming during an electrical storm, the children jumped to their feet and applauded. Bravo! Bravo! They cheered. Officer Buckle bowed again and again. Or bowed, but I think it's bowed. That night, Officer Buckle watched himself on the 10 o'clock news.
Oh, I want popcorn.
Mm-hmm. The next day, the principal of Knappville School telephoned the police station. Good morning, Officer Buckle. It's time for a safety speech. Officer Buckle frowned. I'm not giving any more speeches. Nobody looks at me anyway. Oh, said Miss Topple. Well, how about Gloria? Can she come? Well, he's a little jealous. Someone else from the from the police station, gave Gloria a ride to school. Gloria sat on stage, looking lonely. Then she fell asleep. So did the audience. After Gloria left, Knappville School had its biggest accident ever.
Uh-oh.
Bum, bum, bum. And we'll tell you what that accident was tomorrow.
No, Tazzy.
No?
You have to finish the book.
Oh, I thought that's the way you get people to come back the next day. Oh yeah,
They'll come
because I'm
back
not.
just for you. Besides, tomorrow night you're not reading.
I'm not reading
anyways.
tomorrow night. Okay. It started with a puddle of banana pudding. Splat, splatter, sploosh. Everybody smacked into Miss Topple, who screamed and let go of her hammer. Oh my gosh, we don't want that. You know what they have to do there? They gotta stop. Hammer time. The next morning, a pile of letters arrived at the police station. Every letter was a drawing of the accident. Officer Buckle was shocked. At the bottom of the pile was a note, written on a paper star. Officer Buckle smiled. The note said, Gloria missed you yesterday. Your friend Claire. P.S. Don't worry, I was wearing my helmet. Safety tip number 7. Can you see that? She go bonk, but she was wearing her helmet.
Oh yeah.
Gloria gave Officer Buckle a big kiss on the nose. Officer Buckle gave a nice pat on the back. Then Officer Buckle thought of the best safety tip yet.
I don't like where this is going.
Safety tip number 101. Always stick with your buddy. And my buddy, right? Is it a good idea?
Yeah.
Is it always good to stick with your buddy?
It is.
Yeah, buddy's important?
Buddies are important.
That's
yes.
it, right? Are important. Yeah, because you could have more than one buddy, right? That's what we're going to name the dog. Buddy, buddy, buddy. Buddy, 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 buddy. Safety tip number 1 with Tazz is make Miss Christie go upstairs while he's reading a book and trying to get a puppy.
You weren't wearing your safety helmet.
This is my safety helmet.
It's not a helmet, Tazzy.
It could be. You don't know.
It's floppy.
That's maybe my. You know what happened? Now you've messed up my hair. There's 11 hairs there. It never fly kites near a power line. Never take other people's medicine. That's a good one. Never leave a bar of soap where someone might step on it. Never play alone in the car. Keep shoes and flashlight under your bed. That's actually a very good one. Stay away from guns. Buckle your seatbelt. Never put anything in your nose. That's a good one. Stay away from cigarettes. Yes. Never eat raw hamburger. Check out how deep the water is before you dive. That's funny right there. Look both ways before you cross the street. Well, it says look both ways before you cross the street, but you're not supposed to cross between cars anyway. First of all, you're not supposed to cross between parked cars. I remember we had a safety. One of the first times I got in trouble at school, we had our safety meeting. We were in elementary school, and they said, "Oh, you should never walk between parked cars." I said, "Or probably moving cars. That's probably very important." And then I got to visit the principal. That's what I did. So, anyways, so very important. You know what? This book, it wasn't about. Officer Buckle got upset because they thought they were only looking at Gloria, but they weren't looking at Gloria. It was the team that they were looking at. It's an awful lot like if you have a band. Sometimes you only hear one instrument. It doesn't sound as good as the whole bunch of instruments, does it? It's it's not that people turn in to see me. It's that they turn in to see me read a book, and it's Miss Christie, and Justin tunes in a lot to see if I'm going to get hit in the head with a pill. So there you go.
You're welcome, Justin.
You're welcome, Justin. Remember, in this world where you can choose to be anything, please always choose to be kind.
Sometimes you can choose to be funny, as long as you're not harming somebody.
How do you know that didn't hurt my head?
Because you're still smiling. You're not crying.
It didn't hurt. Good night, everybody. I will not be reading tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, and that is Family Day. So we're going to be doing some stuff and just hanging out. And I got lots of catching up to do this week because next week's very busy. Very, very busy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So And I'm pretty sure I'm reading Monday, but there might be a situation where I have to film, so I'll let you know. And remember that March 18th, we are going to be doing a Zoom chat, so we could all get together and chat. So March 18th is my 1 year anniversary. Today is day 346, and it was book. What book was it? It was book 738 and 739. So that's pretty awesome. I'm very proud to have done that, and I'm very happy that you tuned in for so many of them. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. May your dreams be cheery and your dreams be bright. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. Sleep tight, Facebook friends, sleep tight. May your dreams be so silly till the morning light. Good night, Facebook friends, good night. And remember, it's okay to get mad, it's okay to be sad, and it's okay to be frustrated with the situation. But you have to ABK. Always be kind, always be kind. I promise myself to try to always be kind. And I say try because sometimes our mouth and our anger works faster than our heart. So there you go. And if that happens, you just apologize and try to start over and try harder the next time. That's all. Good night, everybody. Lots of love from Miss Christy and I. And I will talk to you in the next day or so. And now we have to discuss the name of the puppy.
No.
We're getting a puppy.
No.
I thought you said I could have a puppy.
No.
Can I have a puppy?
No.
She said maybe.